Stop being nice. Stop being convenient.
Nice isn't memorable. Nice doesn't create tension, excitement, or mystery.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but let me tell you, nice girls finish last.
Men will leave their nice wife for the selfish, self-obsessed woman.
Hello everyone, my name is Akona and welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see the topic, we are talking about how men in a romantic relationship hate or dislike nice women. They will be with a nice woman, but with regards to loving the person, it's a different story. Yes, not every story is the same, but mostly they use nice women. So before I get into it, let's listen to the other content creators and I'll come back with my 2 cents.
His dream girl, the woman he will remember, the woman that will forever mentally stimulate him, was not loyal, faithful, kind, giving. That's not the woman that he would move mountains for. Why? Because she is convenient. He uses her as a placeholder while he's keeping out an eye for his dream girl. Who doesn't love a personal assistant? But don't be surprised if all sexual desire, interest, the spark is gone for you. Because you became his mother, his placeholder, the convenient doormat that he's using walking all over, because you are letting him. You have to stop being nice. Being nice equals being boring and being submissive, being convenient for other people to walk all over. If you want him obsessed with you, have the spark again, reignite the fire, you have to set boundaries. You have to become self-centered and somewhat put all that energy you've been freely giving to him, put that back into yourself and watch him step up his game.
Let's read the people's response. Sheena questions, how can I do that? Should I need to be mean and sarcastic? Mag the Magnificent has a similar response. I understand what these words mean, but I don't understand how that translates into action. I'm a nice person. How do I not be nice? What are examples? I can honestly understand where Sheena and Mag the Magnificent are coming from. As a person who has grown up being such a nice person, being groomed to be a nice person, especially as a woman, how do you even start? Like, yes, there are even examples out there, like your Shira Sevens. They give us all these examples on how to go about this and to stay away from narcissists or to be a narcissist. But if that's not what you are, how do you even start? How do you tell your heart, okay, you know what? It's time for you now to live as the world does. Glow G27 says being nice gets you in the narcissist's hands. This is so sad but yet so true. I have been in the same situation. It's not the same for everybody, but it can be true. Okay, let's move on. Joanna says this, I have male friends who still talk about the one who cheated on them or left them 20 years ago. Can you imagine? A person who did you wrong 20 years ago, but they still linger in your mind. They still linger in your soul and how they treated you, but you still love them because you want them to be that one person, but unfortunately, they did you wrong. But the nice lady who you were with, you can't even recall their name. Such is life. The next comment says, I'm mean as hell and men won't leave me alone. They think I'm playing hard to get. Nah, I really don't want you. This tells me you really have to dissent a man. When it is true and real, then it actually happens. You can't really act like you don't care or, it has to be true so that it can come across to the other guy as well for them to chase you instead of you chasing the man.
You were so nice to him, and that's the problem. Nice isn't memorable. Nice doesn't create tension, excitement, or mystery. It's expected. Men don't ghost because you're not good enough. They ghost because they think they've got you figured out. Stop trying to impress him with kindness. Challenge him. Tease him. Set boundaries. The girls who don't get ghosted are the ones who aren't afraid to be unpredictable. Nice girls get ghosted. Unforgettable girls get obsessed over.
Hammingberg says, dating has become a job. I'm exhausted. And now I have to pretend not being nice. And Louise comments, my problem with this is, Do I need to change my attitude just to get him and make him more focused about me? So that's not my real self that I'm showing. Living in the real world is really disheartening because you are learning and discovering that you can't be yourself if you don't want to get hurt. Like, yes, there are people out there who are true to themselves and to their relationships, and they don't have to worry about all these games. But for many, if you don't want to get hurt, you have to play the game. Jay says 100 knock with avoidant style hate good looking independent educated empaths. It's so weird how this is so true. Narcissists are so jealous at heart. They can't even hide or help it.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but let me tell you, nice girls finish last. You're gonna, oh, understanding girlfriend. Oh, it's okay, it's fine. No, yes, don't spend your last money. They finish last. But as long as that sacrifice is sizzling them, feeling sorry, it doesn't work. That thing is not for everyone. You need to analyze and save that energy for deserving people because you will finish last.
Coach Lundi says it all here. It is simple, but it is a fact. You are gonna get hurt anytime and every time you put someone else first before your own needs. Being a people pleaser will always get you hurt. I have learned this the hard way.
Men don't want you because you're too nice. That's just the bottom line here. Men don't want you when you're too nice, when you're overly accommodating, when you do so much for them that you don't allow them to do something for you. Men don't want you unless you kinda are, I don't want to say difficult, but you need to be a challenge, and you need to be a challenge very early on. In fact, the more you want him, the more challenging you need to be. What I had to learn was that men don't want you until they have to question if you want them. Men want you to be a bit of a bitch sometimes. They want you to be difficult, and they will want you so much more. So listen to me close when I tell you this right now. Put yourself first. Remember that. If you don't remember anything else from this video, one of the keys to operating within your divine femininity, one of the keys to operating within your dark femininity, one of the keys to making sure that you don't just attract men, but that you attract men in a way that's going to activate their masculinity so that they can be of service to you in the same ways, or for that matter, in greater ways than you're in service to them, is by remembering that you have to put yourself first.
MJ is talking facts. Isn't it so weird and funny how everything we were taught as women is wrong, basically? Because we were taught, be nice, be kind, you have to be his peace. You have to be the one that when he comes home to, he has to feel at home, happy and peaceful. And yet these men do not want peace. They want problems. No, but seriously, when you give yourself and give, the person does not see you as someone that they have to give back to. They expect it now because you have been the giver in this relationship and now you can't stop. Should you stop, the relationship ends. How sad is that?
The girl that he can't get over is usually the one that did him the worst. Like, don't let these men get online and play with you, right? When they be sitting up and talking about how women don't like nice guys, women always want bad boys. If you really dig into a lot of these men's past, the girl that they was the most crazy about, the one that they bended over backwards for, the one they did the most for, was the girl who treated them the worst, right? She was uncontrollable, right? She had his emotions all over the place. And she's the reason why right now he's emotionally unavailable, because he still ain't got over her. Right? But they'll sit up and play with you in your face and make it seem like you're the only one who like people that's not good for you. And then on top of that, they'll sit up and tell you all of these things that they want in a woman, all of these qualities that they want in a woman. And the woman that they still head over heels for, she was none of those things. She was none of those things. They trying to convince themselves that that's the type of woman that they really want. But they actually like toxic women.
Alexandra Priscilla says, you want him to act right? Act wrong. Then we have Bald Barbie saying, I cheated twice and he never left. Just imagine that. Just imagine that whenever you worry about their feelings, oh no, I'll be a good girl, I'll be a good woman for him, I won't cheat, I won't look at any other man but him. He does you wrong. He doesn't appreciate you. But look at certain women like this. They cheat and he stays. What does that tell us?
Men don't like nice women. Like, honestly, men don't like nice women. Men love the drama. They love the mean girls. They love the girls that will tell them their mind. They love the girls that ignore them. They love the girls that treat them nonchalant. Men don't like nice girls. They don't. I'm convinced men don't like nice girls. Like, all good girls. You know? Men don't. I'm pretty much convinced. I think they really like the bad girl. They like the mean girl. They like the girl that's mysterious, they don't know anything about. They like the girl that doesn't contact them. They like the girl that doesn't make plans with them. They like the girl that doesn't chase them.
Men have never liked the Pickmes. They use the Pickmes as stepping stools in society. Being a Pickme is literally begging for your oppressor to oppress you. Literally, okay?
I hate to break it to y'all, but men hate nice girls. They don't like nice girls. They don't do anything for nice girls. They love the bitches. They don't give a fuck. They're like, this is what I want. This is what I like. This is what I need. Okay? And those guys fall for it. They drool over it. It's something that biologically they cannot control. They love when a woman makes it a challenge for them and makes them step up their own game. It increases that testosterone. It makes them want to work harder to win, you know, your affection, your attention. It's just the name of the game. If you're too nice, if you're doting on him too much, you do too much for him, he doesn't like it, he doesn't respect it, and he doesn't love you that much more. He really, really doesn't. It's the girls that do like the least for him that he ends up liking more. And the key thing you have to remember, in order to be mean to men, it's really just about knowing your self-worth and having boundaries that they need to adhere to. And if they don't, bye-bye. Bye-bye. And they know it, okay? If they know that they need to step it up with you and that you have certain things that you expect, they will follow suit. I'm telling you right now, they love it. They will never admit this to you. They will never ever admit this to you. But the girls that they're always chasing after, the girls that they want to make their girlfriend, are the girls that do not dote all over them. It's the girls that prioritize themselves and their needs first. It's how it always is. Don't hate me. It's just the rules, okay? If you want to learn how to start acting like that type of woman and how to stop being the nice girl, click the plus button, because
men do not want the good girl. They don't want the nice girl. They don't want the cool girl. They don't want the woman that gives them a peace of mind. They want women that stress them the fuck out. The woman that keeps them sitting on the edge of their seat. Mysterious, unpredictable, self-centered, has an exciting life, doesn't need him. And that's the reason whenever you see a man that cannot move on from that one woman in his life, that one ex-girlfriend, they will always say, she was the crazy one. They love the crazy ones. Because they trigger their masculine instinct to problem solve, to lead, to stay active in a relationship. The masculine instinct to compete with their own mind to still make that woman theirs. The women that are crazy, unbothered, and have an exciting life on their own, men are so intrigued by because they compete with that woman's happiness. They don't compete with other men. They literally compete with that woman's life satisfaction. It's so intriguing to them because they desperately want that woman's approval since she's so unbothered. The good girl, the woman that gives them a peace of mind, is the placeholder. Sometimes they end up in relationships with them. Sometimes they end up marrying them, only to keep an eye out for the future wife. Because the good girl is convenient. Of course they're gonna say they want the cool girl, the chill girl, just because they know it's not as much work for them. They know with a woman like that, he could stay out at the pub until 3 a.m., get home drunk, hungover the next day, and she would let him get away with it. With the good girl, he is the center of the marriage. With the good girl, he is the center of attention. He can now come and go as he pleases. He could come home at 3 a.m. after he was spending the whole day at the pub drinking with his guy friends and still gets home to a cooked meal because she loves him so much. But he doesn't stay with the good girl because he loves her so much. He stays with the good girl because it is convenient.
In conclusion, men do not like nice women, ladies. Let us learn not to be so available to these men, showing them all the love and the care that we possess. without them even investing with us first, seeing if this person, this man, is worthy for your love, your attention. Let us not be Bob the Builders, or rather Barbara the Builders or Pygmicias. That has to be an era that has to end. Let us unite as women and each one teach one.